man. MMA's be back at it again with another banger today, fellas. I have found them. The secret trends, narratives surrounding the MMA world right now. All right, they don't want us to know about it. Nobody's talking about it right now. We gonna get into it. Number one, we're in a new era, folks. We are in a new era. This time next year, man, gonna be a completely different roster. I'll get into it later about how quickly narratives shift in the MMA game. But go to this generation, man. Look at Usman. People were talking about him being the greatest middleweight of all time. Sorry, welterweight of all time. And then he's down. Okay? The fall off from him has been crazy. Yes, he just beat Buckley. Okay? And people, I think, honestly, people are overrating that. Just a tad bit, man. Just a tad bit. But still, brother. I mean, the guy's so inactive. He's just on that podcast with Cejudo. I don't know, man. You know, I mean, pound for pound, bro. It's just Volk, man. He got the win against Lopez, but same with Izzy. You know, Izzy's on a losing streak, man. I mean, that L to Imavov that's tough. So Izzy, I mean, these guys are all one fight away, one loss away from really retiring. Okay, add Pantoja in there. I think if he loses again, he'll probably retire. Whitaker's towards the end of it with the loss to RDR this year. Gaethje's already talking about retiring right now. I mean, you're not getting the title shot, okay? I'm just saying that right now. But, moving into the next one, man, the sad thing about this new era is that everyone is scared to fight. Everyone is scared of everyone, okay? I don't understand it. But in the divisions where there really is no clear number one contender, we're talking about featherweight, kind of heavyweight with how much Aspinall's cleared it out, but take a look at lightweight, for example. Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje, Arman Tsarukyan. None of them want to fight each other, yet none of them are really the clear-cut number one contender. Pimblett, obviously the question with him is really who he's beaten. Yes, he's on, I think, a 8-fight win streak, but, coming off of Michael Chandler, he should get a title shot? I mean, come on, guy. Are we serious? Are we actually serious? Justin Gaethje. You just beat the 13th ranked guy. He's only in the conversation, okay, because he came in on short notice against Fiziev, or took Fiziev on short notice, sorry, because Hooker pulled out. And then Arman, guy, you missed weight. So all of them are trying to bring out the pros in their resumes when it's really tough to give any of them a title shot because of their cons. All right? The best way to solve that is just fight each other. All right, man? And that's the next one. The best way to gain fans? You want fans? You want more fans? You want more money, man? Fans, money. Fans, money. Fans, money. Just fight. Literally just fight. Okay? That's what it comes down to. Joshua Van, Sean Brady, Merab, Pereira. Trying to think. Fluffy. Throw Fluffy in there now. These are all fan favorite guys. You know why? Because they're active. They are really, really active, and they fight as much as they possibly can. Everyone is scared of everyone right now, except the fan favorites. Oh, I wonder why. These guys, these three at lightweight, they got to figure it out, man, and they just got to fight if they want the hate to stop, okay? Next one. Slow and steady wins the race, brother. Slow and steady wins the race. Fighters need to stop rushing their rise to the UFC. Okay? We've seen it time and time again, and 2025 has really shown that little secret, but that nobody really wants to talk about, okay? Bo Nickel, for example. Bo Nickel. Dana White Contender Series prodigy, okay? He literally just started the sport. Okay, he was a wrestling masterclass. I mean, all around great dude, man. Great dude. But he comes into Dana White's Contender Series after like 5 fights. Okay, and then he's fast-tracked to the UFC and gets a clear out of range guy in RDR. Obviously, we didn't know RDR was as good as he was, but he shouldn't have been fighting him. He got fast-tracked and the hype completely died down. Positive example? Pati Dabati, okay? He's in talks, like we were just saying, for the title shot. But he slow-rolled his way to the UFC, and that's why he's a smart guy, man. He's a smart lad, eh? Pati Dabati is a smart lad, He got like 3 different offers before he actually took one and entered the UFC. All right, he slow rolled it and he did it the right way. Looking at guys right now, maybe you don't know him, but Gable Steveson, brother, that guy's a problem. The only thing I don't like is that he's taking his first MMA fight as a pro. You should get like, at minimum, if you're like absolute dog, absolute like peak performance, you got Ilia Topuria level skill and talent, you should be taking like 3 to 4 amateur fights still because you need that experience. Gable Stevenson's just signed with LFA and he's fighting his first MMA fight as a pro. I don't think that's a good call. Okay, so really, moral of the story, slow and steady wins the race, and people just got to stop fast-tracking their way to the UFC. All right? Next one. Switch-ups are crazy. All right? In my opinion, MMA, and specifically in the UFC with the fans right now, it's got the biggest hot and cold narrative shifts in the world. It's actually insane. It's the biggest hot and cold sport ever. And that's not crazy to say. It's because the outcomes are so intense. You can I was trying to think of an example, but you can calmly lose an NFL game by, 10 points. Everyone's in the locker room. Yeah, man, it sucks. We lost, but we'll get them next week. In MMA, for those guys, because you can still play great. You can play a great game in the NFL and still lose by 10. If you're in MMA, you can be fighting a great fight. Take Max Holloway, for example, against Ilia. Great fight. I mean, back and forth. He's, a lot of things are working well for him, but then he still gets caught and still loses the fight in round 3. And all people think of is the knockout because of how intense and unbearable the finish is. He was really finding success in that, and I feel like people they kind of overlook that. That narrative is kind of tough to construct because people just overlook the success losers had in fights and just look at the outcome. So, man, I mean, I think people need to chill on the switch-ups, all right? Next, the immediate rematches curse. Yes, this is a real thing. This is a real thing, okay? When champs lose the belt and they get an immediate rematch with those guys, most of the time, they're going to lose, man. It's a complete hit or miss, and most of the time it's a miss. All right, let's be real. Coming off of 2 L's in a row, for these champs, after they lose, it's almost impossible to get another title shot because at that point you're like 2-3 wins away from being in that next fight, and it's actually wild. It's wild to see. I just a few examples of these: Sean Strickland, Sean O'Malley, Alex Pereira, soon, possibly. But, I mean, these guys, they're getting, when it's a close fight in the first fight and they get the rematch, it's like, dude, oh my gosh, it's setting Pereira up, man, and I hate to see it. I hate to see that bit, man. Don't be doing my king like that, all right? God dang, especially in some of the modern day weight classes and divisions like welterweight, middleweight, featherweight. Everyone in the rankings is so young and on the rise. Another title shot after losing 2 is just impossible to get. I'm trying to think. Like, even just 1, dude. I mean, obviously 2 is actually insane. Like Leon. Take Leon, for example. He lost to Bilal, lost to Sean Brady. I'd be very surprised if I ever see him in a title shot ever again. Okay, Sean O'Malley. Obviously, his second loss was a title shot, but still, he's going to need like 2 or 3 wins before he gets back. There's just something about the immediate rematch that I do not like, and I really don't like it for Pereira, man. Maybe he can, that's why I'll probably pick against him, if I'm being real. But honestly, I think that's probably why he'd move up to heavyweight afterwards if he does lose. Just because at that point, moving back to the light heavyweight title it just won't happen. So it's unfortunate, man, and you just hate to see it. But before we go, comment section. This is going to be on the last video, my UFC 321, 322 news breakdown. All right, it's right after the fight, so go check it out if you haven't. But top 2, we got 2. All right, we got 2 comments from last video. That's 2 more than 0, you know what I'm saying? History X 101, absolute dog. absolute dog back in the comments. 845, you know what it is. We all know what it is, okay? I looked back at the tag section. I'm not sure what he's talking about. I was talking about Mackenzie Dern, and, there's something about her, in particular, her marketability that just pushes her past everyone else and is why the UFC wants to give her a title shot. God, I still don't really know. I've been putting my finger on it, for a fat minute. Pause. But now History X, please, dude, please share. I'm just not sure still. And Fight Inside podcast, Zhang leaving the belt is literally a nail in the coffin for the strawweight division. There is currently a serious lack of star power in strawweight. No fault of the fighters, it's the UFC's lack of promotion. UFC's lack of promotion. Hey, you need a guy? MMA Spear, I'm your boy. Dana, you need someone for marketing? I'm your guy, okay? Call me up. I got you. But yeah, Zhang leaving that division, that's one of the most entertaining. I mean, she's probably the most entertaining women's fighter, pound for pound, in the promotion right now. So leaving that division is definitely going to hurt, but it makes for a great super fight between her and Valentina. So should be a banger. That's the comments, man. Yo, if you want to be featured in the next one, top 3 are featured, okay? So comment down below. Let me know what y'all thinking. Be sure to subscribe to the channel at MMA Spear. Same thing on Instagram. Y'all already know, man. And we flying to the moon. We flying to the moon out here. All right, appreciate y'all, fellas. Peace.